Hey, folks, welcome to 30 in 5 here on 560WIND.com. I'm your congenial host, Mike North. And don't forget, I will be on Fox Sports Radio from 6 to 9 on Saturday and from 9 to midnight on Sunday Central Time. Check your local listings in the other 400 affiliates. I know you hear me if you're checking us out around the country. Also, XM 169 for the Chicago folks, WIND on a Sunday night. And on Saturday, where we don't have a local outlet, it would be foxsportsradio.com. Now, to start things off, we have the Final Four coming up. Everybody's talking about the Kentucky-Louisville game. Okay, now the other day, I reported on two men who, on the radio, who were undergoing dialysis treatment. One guy was wearing a Kentucky sweatshirt. Another guy was wearing a Louisville sweatshirt. I guess the Kentucky guy gave the finger to the Louisville guy. And I guess they're in like one big room. And the Louisville guy got up, hooked up, and punched him in the face. That's what we're talking about here. Do you know there are Kentucky fans that would rather beat Louisville and lose the championship? Okay? Just let us beat Louisville. That's all. If we lose the championship, that's fine. Here's what I'm telling you. Rick Pitino's got something waiting for him. They're 8.5 point favorites. It's probably going to go up to 9. Kentucky has been told that they have a pro team, and I've thought that they could beat teams. In fact, Gary Williams, the coach, former coach of University of Maryland, former coach of Ohio State, said this: if the Wizards played their third game in 3 nights, he says Kentucky would beat them. Well, that means that Baylor could beat them or maybe Louisville could beat them. I don't know if I'm buying it. At first I thought maybe, but what happens if Kentucky loses? You know what I'm saying? We had the same talk back in the day about Georgetown. Oh, Georgetown could beat some pro teams. Then Villanova beat them. And they weren't even favored. They were on the bubble for getting into the tournament. So, you know what? It's amateur versus pro. Here's what I think is going to happen. I think Louisville has been told they can't shoot. I think they'll shoot the ball better. I think they will push the ball, Pitino style, sort of like Nolan Richardson and Pitino. Good defensive pressure, pushing. They have to push the basketball. They have to get Kentucky running in transition. If you let Kentucky set up with the long arms, with the reach, Anthony Davis is like a condor. You stretch those arms, it goes across the court, for God's sake. So, and you got Kid Gilchrist is tough. They're going to have possibly the number 1 and the number 2 draft pick in the NBA. Think about that. Okay, Davis, maybe Gilchrist. They got 3-4 guys. North Carolina, they lost and they got 3 guys. So, it's going to be interesting. I have Louisville in an upset, 71-68. Now, Louisville's only scored 70 or more twice all year long. They're going to do it for the 3rd time. You heard it here. That's why I do what I do. Now, we have Ohio State, a 2.5 point favorite against the Kansas Jayhawks. I've liked Kansas all year long. Now, Taylor's not shooting the ball well. The guard has not showed up yet for the University of Kansas. But you got Whitley. You have, of course, the big, one of the top 3 players in the game right now in college basketball, Thomas Robinson inside. But Aaron Craft is the guy that's the point guard and leader of the Ohio State Buckeyes. So this should be a very interesting game. You got Sellinger inside. Johnson got a great team. Nobody's talking about Buford. He's a player. So, you know what? It should be interesting. I'm going to take Kansas to upset Ohio State. I'm going to take the 2 dogs. Okay? Yeah, that's right. Doing that is giving me everything I got. I got a jacket and about $27 in my pocket. 59 years of careful planning, as a friend used to say to me. So, the Final Four is going to be the most unlikely. Louisville, and which means everybody's going to be wiped out. Everybody. I know one guy that has Louisville in the Final Four. One guy that had Louisville in the Final Four. I'm sure there's others. But he is the one that has them in the Final Four. So it should be interesting as far as that goes. So buckle it down. Get ready. That's been our NCAA tournament wrap-up. Now, the weather right now is frightful. It was thundering here in Chicago, but it's supposed to be a little cooler this weekend. Maybe a chance of drizzle, maybe a little overcast. Hey, but we've had great weather all year long. Have a great, great weekend. See everybody on Monday on 30 and 5 on 560WIND.com. Flood Brothers Disposal and Recycling Services are professional waste haulers. Now, the Flood family is big on service. It's our number one priority, and we offer extremely competitive pricing because the Flood family is here to help you in this tough economy. Remember, at Flood Brothers, we build relationships, and the only thing we're big on is service. Call us at 773-626-5800 or floodbrothersdisposal.com.